Okay, so the next tab that we have, the next tool that we have is in the Burp suite is the proxy. So, Burp contains an intercepting proxy which lets the user to see and modify the contents of request and response while they are in transit. So, what is that actually means? Like whenever we are hunting a particular web application, and if you want to intercept the particular request which is sending to the server, and if you want to modify that particular request, so this Burp having inbuilt proxy. For example, here let's take the same example. So this is the login page. So here I have the option to enter the mobile number. So what I will do, I will turn on this proxy, okay, and also I will enter my mobile number. For example, 122 333 444. Okay, for example, okay, so this is asking for the valid mobile number. All right. Now what I will do, I will turn on this intercept. Okay. So I will turn on this intercept and I will continue this. So the request will be coming over here. So this, you can see this is the post request, and here are the that particular request. Right. Now if I want to find the mobile number that I have given. Okay. So I have this search option. So I'll search for search 722. So here you can see this is a mobile number that I have entered here. Now, what actually I have done? So I have entered my mobile number and I send the request to the server. But what actually happened here? This is Burpsuite having inbuilt proxy settings, and when I turn on the intercept, the request will appear over here instead of directing to the server. It will come over here. So this is kind of a man which is acting in the middle of the server and the browser. Now what I can do, I can change this particular mobile number and I can modify the request and I can send it to the server. So that is there. Then what server will do, it will check the particular request and it will send the response. Okay, so suppose if I want to see the response of this particular request, so what I can do, I will modify this particular request to 88. Okay, and I want to see what is the response which is coming from the server for this particular request. So the option I can have is right click on this and then do intercept and then response to this request. If I select this, okay, if I select this particular option, after turning off the intercept, I'll be able to see the response which is coming out from the response server. Okay. For example, I'm clicking over here, okay, and I'll forward this request to the server and I'll turn off this intercept. Okay, so wait a second, let's reload this. So you can page once again and it is showing access denied. All right. We will go to some other. Let's find some other. Okay. Okay, so this is a particular site. So we will turn on the proxies enabled and then go to this login page. You can see this is the username and password. So I will enter this test and password test 123 for example, and I will intercept this request and I'll click on this login. So this particular request which is going to the server, supposed to go to the server, will intercept over here. Okay, now if I search for my particular URL, it's not over here. Ah, yes. So this is available in this particular post request. So now you can see this is the request and these are the headers. and after a line, here is the body. So this is the username test and password. Clear test username and password is there. If I want to see the uh, response from the server, I right click on this, do intercept and response to this request, and I will turn off this, and you can see this is the response which is coming out from the server. Okay, all right. So now I'll forward this so that that will appear over here. So this will act as so you can see this is the login page, right? So I have not yet created any account in this particular website. So this definitely it will show some warnings. Username and password do not match, or you don't have an account yet. So I have to go for create new account, and I have to proceed like that. So this is the function of this proxy and intercept. Okay. Now let's understand about the another tool, that is intruder. Okay, so basically this intruder is a fuzzer. So what this intruder will do, it is used to run a set of values through an input point. So if you have some inputs, like it can be username or passwords. So these are the inputs which we are giving to the browser, right? So intruder will help us to pass a set of values to this particular inputs. Okay, so the values are run, and the output is observed for success or failure and content length. Okay, in that way, for example, so basically I can say intruder is used for brute force attack. Okay, brute force attack on password forms, PIN forms, and other such forms like OTP and everything, right? So, for example, I'm going to intercept this particular username and password. So, for example, I'll give this test and also test 1, 2, 3. But intercept this. Okay. So I don't know the password, username or password, right? So here is my, so I just randomly given this test as username and test 1, 2, 3 as my password. Now what I will do, I will select this particular field, okay, and first of all I will send this to the intruder, or I can go to the action and I can send to the intruder, either way it's okay. So I'll send this intruder, so this intruder will be highlighted for a moment, okay. Now if I go to this intruder, there are some fields which will be highlighted. You can see in this green color, right? So first I will clear all this, and then I will select this particular, password, or it can be a particular letter or a particular number or the entire field. It's like a word. And I will pass a set of passwords or for this password field, and a set of username for this username field, and then it will be checking for the match, right? So that is called a brute force attack. So there are different attack types like the sniper attack, battering ram, right, pitchfork and cluster bomb. So these are some attack type. We will see this while doing this brute force attacking. And these options will allow us to select different payloads. Like if you for example, if I choose this particular word, entire word, and I will add this $symbol. So I'm going to brute force this password, and in the payloads, only one payload and the simple list, or I can say uh, different, right, different available lists are available, and also I can add a set of uh, payloads. For example, first I will clear everything. Okay, so I have to, if you want to use uh, uh, the payloads, which I mean the set of words which are already available in this software, we can go further. Here you can see the default password list, or you can download from some GitHub, or you can use that particular text file, or this text file contain a set of password files. That's it. Okay, or you can manually add. So I am actually checking this particular word. Okay, so I will add that particular name. So likewise also you can add, and then you will start attack. Okay, so here only one field I have entered, red, right? So it is not the correct one. So that's why we are not able to get any correct response from this. Okay, so you can see the status code is 303, and the length is also different. So this will see while doing the brute force attack. Okay, so this way you have to choose the particular option. So here we will add a set of words, and then we will start attack. Whenever there is a word matching with this particular password field or username field, whatever we have selected in this intruder, then you will be able to identify. So it is in terms of length or in terms of response message, different way you can identify the correct password if it is vulnerable to brute force attack or password at brute force attack. Okay, so this is all about the uh, intruder. Now you have this repeater. So for example, what this repeater will do, so in the proxy, what I will do, I will send the same request to repeater also. Okay, so the repeater, it will let the user to send requests repeatedly with manual modifications. So for example, if I want to check this particular username and password, okay, just now we are focusing only on the repeater, okay. So what I will do, I will intercept this request and I'll modify this uh, 4, and I will be forwarding this so that it will be sent to the server, and I will turn off this intercept. So this warning message will come. Again, what I will do, I will enter some request and some password, and I will intercept this request. Okay, and again I will do some kind of modifications and I will be sending. So if I want to do repeatedly, like I want to see the response from the server for a particular modification, I want to check more than one times or and some number of times. So what I will do, I will send this request to repeater. So in this repeater, as you can see, this is the request, okay, which we are sending to the server and its corresponding response. Okay, so first let's see uh, what is this particular response, what is the response for this particular request. So what I will do, I will send this particular request and the response can be shown over here. So this will simplify our work. Now again, what I will do, I will change this to something else. It can be anything, okay. So again, I will send this request and I can identify the response. I can see the response over here. So instead of sending the request one by again and again from the browser to response and intercepting using proxy, I can send that request to the repeater and I can modify the request and see the response at the same time. Okay. So this will save our time. So that's the repeater. Okay. So these are the important tools which we can use for this Burp